Should be good. All right, I'm Buddy Lindsay, and we're at another episode of Go Rust. I missed my last Wednesday because of technical problems. I think I got those worked through, and this is battery's fully charged. Microphone's plugged directly into the computer. We should be good this week. I made triple sure. If something goes down, then I have no idea what to do. But with that in mind, let's get back to it. We're going to work on our NetScanner today, and we're going to continue on. I think last week we left off doing stuff to the database. And this week, we need to work on the actual user interface. We'll double check where we are with the database stuff as we're working through. But basically, we have a couple of features. We want to be able to call the utility and actually do a scan and save stuff to the database. Then we also want to be able to just call it and get a result back from the database. By default, we want to pull out of the database because we might want to run this application in a cron just periodically, like say every hour, and then we're just running this utility just to pull it down, just to get the latest information that we have. Really, from there, uh, yeah, let's worry about getting those two things, and let's see if we can get that done in this next hour. So yeah, let's jump into code and take a look. All right, so we want to jump into our code. And then I know we used an application, but I don't remember what it was. Yeah. Clap. That's what it was. Okay, so we want derive. So I'm going to keep this open, do cargo, add, clap, features equals derive. Right? Right? Yep, and we got derive in there, right there, so we have that feature activated. Come back here and do our cargo.toml. Clap. Yep, newer version even. Okay, so let's do this. Open that up, because I don't quite remember what some of the code is for it. So if we do, so we're here. So open up our main. You know what? I'm a little annoyed here. Is there? I'm gonna go to here and do cargo. Let's see, Rust and let's see. Let's, too many things going on here. All right, let's see. Is there actually? Let's do this. Dismiss. Because it should be a little more up to date of what's going on. So for Rust, is there an equivalent to prettier in JS and black in Python for formatting Rust code? Because like I feel like there should be something. Yes. Yes, for Rust, there's an equivalent to prettier in JavaScript, black in Python for formatting Rust code. The tool is called Prettier Rust. Really? Really? Which is an opinionated code formatter that autocorrects bad syntax. It is designed to be a standalone bundle of Prettier with Rust support. Okay. Making it a popular choice among developers for formatting Rust code. Prettier Rust is available as an extension of VS Code, allowing for easy integration into development workflows. It is designed to be strongly opinionated with no style options. Ensuring uniform and consistent code formatting across projects. can format code that won't compile, autofix common syntax errors. Prettier Rust is based on the Jinx Rust, which is built specifically for Rust tooling. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so we're in Vim. So let's cd config. And I actually probably don't need to do this. Mason, Rust. This could have gone. This could go bad. Let's see. Rust HDL. RoughMT is deprecated. Yeah. Prettier. It's got all those in there, but not Rust. Okay. How can I use Prettier Rust with Vim? To use Prettier Rust, you can leverage the Vim Prettier plugin, which is specifically designed for Prettier, or use the more general lint format like Neo format or Ale. Okay, using. Okay, I have Neo format, right? I'm pretty sure that's what I'm using. Yeah. Uh, Running Prettier, you can run Prettier on a Rust file by executing Neo format Prettier in Vim. What? I don't think it did anything. Yeah, I didn't do crap. Uh, Neo format with Prettier and Rust. I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. I'm just seeing if I can get it to go. Ugh. That's interesting. Okay. All right. We are going to abandon this line of thought. Come back. All right. Let's not worry about it. So we want to get, let's see. I am not going to worry too much about like code locations right now. We're just going to like make things work. So let's do struct args. I want to do list. This is more like a flag. I mean, um, well, by default, yeah. Query actually could work. Bool. I don't want this to be Actually, we want to make this command. Let's do that. We do derive parser debug just because. Again, I mean, I'm not after a super high quality app. This is personal use. So let's do arc short long. Yep. So that should give us. Here's what we do. Let arcs parse. And dun 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 dun. Get hosts is spawn async get host join all host ping. Okay, that's where it's actually doing the work. Okay, so actually no, let's do call to get. Sir, see, in Python I have doc strings to help with documentation and LSP style information. Is there something similar in Rust? Intriguing. All right, let's test that out. 1, 2, 3. Get all the hosts in the network by actively pinging them. Sure. I'm not sure that's spelled correctly, but whatever. That worked. Nice. Very nice. All right. If args.query, then we want to do this. So else, no. So in this case, I want let host equals list hosts. Doing an established connection. We're doing the expectation. So for host in hosts, let IP address, list IP address. No, okay. Let's go here. Select the host ID. So we're selecting. So we're getting back a vec of hosts as a result. So list IP addresses. Setting the host ID, pingable. Okay, yeah, that's getting the host. So yeah, that makes sense. For hosts and hosts. Then we're just blatting all the data. List ID, establish connection, host.host ID. Okay, let me go there. That's interesting. So in this case, we're getting all the IP addresses and the MAC address. Okay. And then insert. In actuality, something that we're doing, we want to let's see, pub function IP address by host. Whoa, okay. We don't need this. Let con equal establish connection. I mean, really, connection.open expect, yeah, like, yeah, we don't care about concurrency in this case, because we're going to do this after. We're not going to be writing, we're just going to be reading. So we're just going to run that everywhere. Let it manage its own connection. That's less that we do at the top. I don't understand. Function defined here. I agree. What? Oh, okay. Hold on. Yeah. I think I know what's going on. Okay. Let's finish our refactor. Let's not establish connection. Let's come here. Okay. So then we no longer care about this. We no longer care about this. Probably going to come back and reassess this code here. Oh yeah. Now I see part of the problem. All right, list IP address. It's not Mac. MAC address. Let's see, MAC address. There we go. I'm still a little lost on this one. The list IP, yeah, we aren't doing a list IP addresses based on that. We're doing, we just did IP address by host. By host ID. IP address by host. Apparently, There we go. Okay. IP address by host. What? IP address is by host. Whoa. Let's come back and look at this here in a minute. Shoot. What did I do? Okay. Okay. Address is by host. I don't understand. Oh. IP addresses by okay. Cargo build. Okay. Cool. Okay. So for each IP address from the database, we're getting the IP address by host with the host ID from the database. And then we are wanting to output the host, ICMP, okay, MAC address, and notes. IP address, that's not gonna do well. Watch this. I'm totally gonna either look stupid or like I know what I'm doing. Yeah, that's what I thought was. It's gonna put out all the IP addresses, which isn't necessarily what we want. We want can we do 0 dot IP address. There we go. There we go. That's what I wanted. Yep. Yeah. I like it. So I thought, so I was just thinking, really, I'm running to run this on the command line. So in all reality, okay, kill this. I really only want to run this. So in this case, I just want to do the query and save it. Otherwise, I want to display the information out. So if I do cargo run build, cargo run, it's going to pull from the database. If I do cargo run, let's just do a help here. Target debug NetScanner help. Yeah. Q starting scan. Panic. Awesome. Unique constraint failed for host MAC address. Okay. So we got to work on that a little bit. Understandable. So, but we can see that it ran in there. Yeah. Okay. So we're on the right track. Really, at the moment, really the only thing we care about is either displaying what's there, which will pull from or querying everything. The other thing, yeah, add note on a host. See all hosts, see database. Yeah. Okay. So Let's see. I'm just trying to think of what to do next for sure because we have a couple of options. We're gonna save the database. I am sorry for this stream. In my opinion, it's not all that great. I'm a little disorganized here. Just trying to put an alternator on my mower before this. Like literally 30 minutes before I was put a new head gasket on my mower. I was trying to get that on, trying to run the hoses and the injectors into it and get the alternator on. The alternator for the mower is not made for that mower. Is a retrofit and is a super big pain to put on. And so I've been a little bit distracted trying to get my mower going again the last couple of weeks. And so my brain is not 100% in this, so I am sorry. Okay. Let's talk through the issues. So I think we're good for the moment for just pulling data out. I mean, cargo run. This is just going to pull from the database. Awesome. The thing that we want to be able to do is to be able to query and save to the database. That's really, I think, that's where our last failure was. And so that's what we want to solve for in this case. Yeah, so it's pingable. So in this case, it's trying to do an insert. So we want to do an upsert. That's what we want to do. So let's go in here. I don't want to write. I don't like I can do it, but I don't want to write it. Let's see. Should probably write it, but I don't want to. I have this as my database code. I want an upsert command. Can you give me one that is in line with the code? See, to create an upsert of data, this requires defining a unique constraint on the table. Pingable dot excluded pingable. See, let execute. Yep. Connection execute params. Insert into host MAC address values blah on conflict max do update set. Yeah, let's see. With pingable. Uh, cool. We'll give this a shot. My concern, to be honest, with this is if to update set pingable excluded.pingable excluded.net. I don't This is probably fine for the moment. For an upsert, and in the context of this, I don't care about notes for an upsert. Just gonna be frank with you. Okay. So let's do upsert host. You know what? I think, let's see. Execute example match updated. Let's see. We're doing a list. Insert into I want to do let ret equals do okay ret. Yep, that's what I want to do. That's what I'm doing. I am dumb. I am dumb. Ah. Okay. All right, with that in mind, then. So we're doing an upsert. Let's see. Nope. There. We're doing host ID equals let host ID equals upsert. Let's just do that. We actually are not doing this. And we're not doing this. We better not be doing that. Yeah, connection established connection. We got the MAC address and we got pingable. Sweet. We don't care about that anymore. Insert IP address. I don't think we did a unique constraint on the IP address in our database. Let's try host.db.schema in our IP addresses. IP address text not null. Yeah. Yeah, we can. I don't think foreign key host ID references that. Yeah. We're good. There we go. Host ID. Cannot use a size. That's fine. Let's do a I32. Whoa. Can I do a I32? uh Actually, I can't even remember. My brain is foggy. What is use size type in Rust? All right. Rest use size is a built-in integer type. That's what I thought. They're primarily used for indexing collection. For size. Okay. How can I convert a use size to I32? What? Okay. Interesting. Okay. So these are all things that I have not dealt with before in so I'm used to the Python land where it doesn't really matter. You just cast it and be on about your way. Whereas yeah, you have to pay attention to your memory address, like the size of memory that you're dealing with. Uh so in this case, an unsafe if an overflow could occur. So normally a direct conversion is what I would do. This is unsafe, could be larger than that, which, yeah, it's never going to be that big. So, in the context of this application, this would be just fine. But let's take a next step. If there's any chance the use size value could be too large, it's safer to use a checked conversion method to return none. So in this case, we're doing my use size equals use size equals 10, example use size. Let I32 my use size try into okay. But how does it know to go to I32? Attempts the conversion and wraps the result. I wonder if it I think something's I think there should be a colon I32 on there. Saturating, see, another approach is to use a saturation conversion, which will convert any value too large to fit into the target type to the maximum value, a value potentially too large for I32. Let my use size start saturating into I32. This ensures the result remains valid for the type, though it doesn't accurately represent the original value if it was too large. If you want to explicitly allow wrapping, modular arithmetic, or handle overflows in a specific manner, you can do this. These methods are useful for specific scenarios. Each of these methods comes from Rust source. Okay. So this seems interesting. Is your code wrong in or for number 2? That like just for some safety to get practice with the safety. Yeah, I figured that was the case. The I32. Okay, that's interesting. Try from that, okay. Or use the type system to try into. That's what I was thinking needed to happen right here. And that other one is the try into, or using standard and try from macros or traits. Okay. See, I feel like we got a little further on that. You know what? Screw it. We're just gonna do it this way. We're gonna do it. We're just gonna unsafe it because I am not worried about it for this. So the upsert host is turns that. So let's do let I wonder if you can do as I32. Unwrap. Method unwrap is available on resolve. What is that? What? I don't understand. Okay. All right, let's do as I32. Just out of curiosity, will it? Oh, nice. Yeah, we're gonna leave it alone for the moment. Actually, yeah, we don't need that right now. Cargo build. Actually, do we need that? Host, or we're getting the host. We're doing it in an upsert. Actually, like, this should have blown up. Oh, I missed it over here. No. Let con equals connection. Result usizing it. Set the, yep, result usize. Okay. Host ID, IP address. Yep. Insert into, yeah, that should be good. Whoops. Okay, so this is going to do an upsert. So update or insert. Should return the host ID. Then we should be doing an insert into it as we expect. So this should work just fine. Cargo build. Cargo run. Let's just do this. Yep, cargo run queue. Failed to insert invalid parameter count. Okay. Let me make sure here we got the IP address. Okay, that's 2. Upsert host is MAC address and pingable. There we go. And let's come back. Cargo build. Cool. Doing the scanning. Failed to insert host. What? Some values 2 for 3 call. What? Failed to insert host. SQLite failure. Error code unknown. Extended code 1. Some 2 values 4 3 column. I don't know what that means. Oh. There we go. Cool. Now, if we just take that off, there we go. Very cool. I'm assuming it updated it. Because, yeah, it's my super duper unscientific measurement. It looks longer. All right. No. Cool. So now when we run it, it'll do an upsert. If we query, it'll pull from the database. So we are saving the information. The next thing that we want to do is a note. We want to add a note. Let's see. Arg short and long. Nope. But what? Okay, so we have a note and we have host should be option string, short and long. With with the clap library, how can I by default make two arguments required together? I feel like that should be a feature. If not, it should be. So in this case, else if let some note equal arg notes, let list hosts MAC address equals host.unwrap. Yep. So that's what I want to do it by. I want to do it by the MAC address. That's not exactly what I want to do. List host expects. I'm going to turn that into an iter. I mean, yeah, I guess that's a way to do it if you don't have a thing like, let's check here. Group. So it's probably a better way to do it right there. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, I kind of like that better. Long config and group config and require multiple true, multiple get matches. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I kind of like that better. So let's copy and paste. And then let's do a mile. Let's Jeopardy it. All right. Based on this example, can you convert what I am doing with yank, Control V. So I get your features. Let's see what it pops out. I don't. Well, stop being helpful. Huh. Okay. You can be helpful. Okay, command author, command group, our group. We're naming it a config group. We're saying yo, config and env, required equals true. I think it's screwing up on something. Yeah. Let's copy this and paste it there. Arg group. There we go. Let's jump down. So we're good on that one. So we have a environment group. We want to name that environment group notes. And we want to do the name note and host. They are both required because I said so. Sorry, I don't need that function anymore. So I need, okay. So that really was an interesting match option. So I'm gonna do this. Okay. Then so if args, actually if none happens, yeah, really in this case, if we have args.host and args.note, they were like, yo, what? Non-exhaustive patterns not covered. The match value is of type option. Okay. I don't care. I don't really care. I wonder though. That's interesting. So we're doing a check. That's actually a really good idea in the sense that, so then we want to return here. So then if we do match args.query, right, we do a true. So we know so we make sure that we cover this scenario. 12? Nope. You chose poorly. Then we want to do this scenario. Yeah, print listing hosts. Good job, Jibbity. There we go. Then we can kill this. So, yeah, that's nice. Unnecessary parentheses. Okay, fine. Whatever. So cool. Okay, I kind of like that. So we're doing our thing. We're making sure they're connected. We're checking here. Hey, if these two things exist, then do a thing. In this case, we want to update the node. We're also doing and then we're going to return. In this case, let's just go ahead and return here and return here. I guess it really doesn't matter because we're not. Let's do that. So in this case, hey, we made it past here. There was nothing to do with that. But for the case of our query, since this is still fairly simple, I'll bet there's a better way to simplify this. Because what if you had other booleans in here? Let's do host note. All right. Cargo build. Yeah, I bet there's a better way to match this. Because if you have multiple booleans in here, this could get a little unwieldy. However, doing a definitive match for each of them, I could totally see. This is still in the learning process. Host 9c colon 9c c9 EB D8 D114. No, this is a host. This is a HOTS. I want cargo run. Yeah. Command short option names must be unique for each argument. Cargo run H. What? I mean, but dash H is in use by both host and help. Let's do Mac. 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 What? arg group. What? Uh, when I try to use the arg group to use the flags together, it broke. No, really? Is treated being exclusive rather than not? Yeah, I would have never guessed that. What? I guess I probably, well, that's annoying. Maybe maybe I should actually understand what I'm doing first. Let's see. Let's go here. R group. Family of related arguments. By placing arguments in a logical group, you can create easier requirement and exclusion rules. Instead of having to list each group individually or when you want a rule to apply to any but not all arguments. For instance, you can make an entire arg group required. If arg group multiple true is set, this means that at least one argument from that group must be present. If arg group multiple false is set, the default, one and only one must be set. So it should be true. You can also do things such as name the entire arg group as a conflict or requirement for another argument, meaning any of the arguments that belong to that group will cause a failure if present or must. What? Okay, my brain. It's like my brain does not like that one. Crap. Let's see. Command new set ver measure blah 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 blah. Okay. Uh, let's come back down here. Required. Let's just do false. Why not? Let's see. The argument. Let's see. NetScanner. The argument Mac cannot be used with note. Okay. Y'all are annoying. Okay. It worked that time. So I went down a rabbit trail. This is where ChatGPT can get you. Is like it tries to lead you down a path, and if you aren't 100, if you aren't sure where you're going, it can really mess you up. I totally acknowledge that. Um, all right. So we got the MAC address. So we're ready to actually like insert update the thing. So let's do edit. No. Let's do here. Hub function update host by MAC address. I want the MAC address. And then I want the note. Yeah, you saw it. Oh, okay. I didn't mean hit tab on accident, but update host set notes that where MAC address that. I mean, that's what I would have done, but I was wanting to type it out by hand. Where? Man, I really need Neo formatter to run. Really? Rust FMT. Interesting. Okay, stop worrying about that right now. So we know the data, so we want to update host by MAC address with my Yep, there we go. There we go. There we go. So now we're gonna do, this is a host. There we go. And now we want to do a pull. Cargo run. This is the host. Nice. Nice. All right. I would say this is done. And this is done. Not worried about that. That's going to be a later thing. Did that a little bit. Better output. Did that a little bit. I mean, let's see. Let's do some cleanup here. We don't need this. There we go. Could totally do a lot of things better. Yeah, this is actually a little bit bad having the host name there struck there because there's also one in the database side. So that could get confusing if you're not careful. There we go. Yep, I like that. Okay, host IP. Yep, cool. So we did want to do, no, let's see, get IP addresses based on a CIDR range. Yeah. Cool. I think we're good for the moment. I think we're good. I totally want to do that, but a little bit later. I totally want to do that, but I want a little more experience. And this is kind of like, what do we do? Actually, host dot notes dot unwrap. Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, there we go. I think I'm good on this for the moment. Uh, cool. Yeah, I think this is good. Yeah, so I think we're good. I think the NetScanner is finished for now. I have the I have the basics of everything I wanted to get done. I can now scan my network. I can get a decent output. It saves to a database so that I can run it on a cron job. Um, I can run it, plug something into the network, run it again, and I'll be able to get an output to figure out what the difference is. I mean, it's a little bit of a manual step, but I think our net scanner's good for now. I am gonna revisit this in a couple of months to get a better idea about it and make it better overall. But I think we're good for the moment. I think this was a good lesson. I mean, we integrated our CLI tool, or with our commands, and then we jumped back and did um, a little more on the database. Yeah. So overall, the project does async with Tokyo. It does command line commands, and it does Rust SQLite. It does the database stuff. Um, I think this was a good like first semi-serious but not really serious project. Yeah, I'm happy with it. All right, cool. Well, with that, join me next week. We're going to start a new project. Actually, hopefully Wednesday, I'll be able to make it back and finish the web application. We will see. And then next week, we'll start a new project. I got to figure out for sure what I want that one to be. But we'll find out. Anyway,